get to it.
Biggest upsets of week 2. What do we got?
Man, I think that's a no-brainer. The biggest one obviously has to be the one that just concluded not that long ago, which is
Give it to us.
Texas pulling off the upset in Tuscaloosa.
In Tuscaloosa.
Won by 10 points, 34-24.
Blew them out.
Quentin Ewers had a really inefficient game. He had 349 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
0 picks.
Yeah, this is an efficient day, honestly, for the whole Texas squad. What do you think?
I mean, did you see how they laid it on them in the fourth quarter? I usually think of Alabama as a team that you can't run a ball right with the game with, and they completely lost it in the fourth quarter with Texas putting up 21 points in the fourth. I mean, it was a complete shutout, and I loved how Texas answered every time Alabama thought they was going to stay in there, but they never did.
I know, which is actually the surprising part, because this is typically what Texas does not do. I mean, we can go back, years, through the coaches they've had, whether it's been Charlie Strong, whether it's been Tom Herman, now is Steve Sarkisian, and
28-2 against going into this, Saban 28-2 against his sons, his assistants.
Yeah, pretty much these sons. But man, it's crazy because I was not really expecting going into this game. I really did not expect Texas to come out the way they did and have an answer for Alabama's every score. And doing that in Tuscaloosa in that tough environment. I mean, what was that number you gave me earlier? How many games Saban has lost at home?
He has only lost 8 games.
Exactly.
Up until this is his 9th game he's ever lost at home in his entire career. How long has he been at Alabama?
Since 2007.
2007. He's only lost 9 games, including this one. That's crazy. That's going to hurt them in the rankings.
Yeah, and you could also make the point or make the case rather, that does every team in the top 10 even deserve to be in the top 10 right now? But I think Alabama has some serious problems. Their quarterback looked great last week, had like 5 total touchdowns. I think he had 3 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns last week.
Great.
This week.
Heisman talk last week.
Exactly. This week, they probably Crimson Alabama Nation probably want him benched right now. He was not that efficient. 14 of 27, 255 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Not ideal for a Nick Saban offense.
And usually we don't talk about this so early, but man, even now with the way things are in the NFL, college football, I mean, you can say like transfer portal immediately. Like, hey, people are on hot seats. They used to have coaches' hot seats. They got player hot seats now.
Yeah, exactly.
Players are out of here.
Player does not perform.
He's
probably looking for the next train ticket out of town. They didn't run the ball
not one rushing touchdown,
which is pretty scary. Actually, honestly, I would actually like to look back and see when the last time a Nick Saban coach team failed to score a rushing touchdown.
Trash.
That's actually
look at this rushing. Not one rushing touchdown. Come on.
I know that's pretty. That's
why
scary.
does Milroe have 15 carries for 44 yards? Why does Milroe have more carries and yards than your freaking all of your running backs? Please tell me why. Please tell me why. Back. And that is the problem.
I mean, it worked for them last week. But I think this opens up a bunch of questions for Alabama going into the SEC schedule. Now they do have a chance, obviously, to rebound next week. They're going on the road to actually right here, South Florida, to play USF.
Redemption.
Obviously, yeah, exactly. That'll be a redemption game. You can definitely see Alabama taking out their frustrations and trying to work out whatever problems they seem to be having right now, offensively and defensively. I mean, giving up 34 points at home to Texas. I mean, Texas is good, but I guess we'll see just how good Texas is, because this game kind of was similar last year. The difference was Alabama was able to pull away late.
Yeah, man. Pray for those guys, because it's going to be a long road to get back into the playoff until there's that top 12 with a performance like this so early. But shout out to Texas, though. We're here for the winners.